Okay, welcome to my demo. This is a stained glass window for the Sedgwick O-scale models 007 St. James Church. Now what I've used is a piece of clear styrene that came with the kit. I've cut it to size and peeled off the protective film. I'm going to use Sharpie markers, yellow, orange, green, purple, and a ultra-fine black to make the little solder joints. So with this glass already cut to size, I'm going to put it back in here and I'll line it up. Coloring these, you can do it however you want. This is just the way that I've decided to make mine. I am going to highlight all this on the outside yellow. Now only this much is seen once this glass is glued to the back side or inside of the model. But I move it on out just a little bit, just in case I don't get this placed exactly where it's supposed to be when I glue it on, then at least something is in there and not clear. But I'm going to, all the way around the outside, make it yellow. Yellow works really well. Works better than all the other colors. The other colors leave little marks when it's done. When you lift the pin, it leaves a little mark. But this yellow, you can't see that. All right, so again, this is my design, so I'll do what I want to do. I've made it yellow all around the outside. I'm going to color the outside corners of all the windows orange. And I have not really seen a difference with the orange over the yellow versus orange over the clear. Now the centerpiece will all be plastic from the model, so it's not real imperative that you color it all in, but if it makes you feel better, by all means do it. So I'm going to make all these small panes orange, like that. We'll leave those yellow. Yeah, sounds good. Okay. Now to match the pattern of that I used before, starting at the bottom of the windows, the outside pane is of course yellow, but the outside between the green and purple is green. So just to make everything look the same, line that back up nice and good, and we're going to outside pane green. That's the little mark right there. I really don't think it's going to show up too much. It adds character, let's say. Now on here, the inside will be green. And then back to the outside up here. Outside over here. Back to the inside. And then I'm going to do the insides here green. This will be purple. We're going to make this part of the window green. All right, on to purple. Make sure every time you get that thing lined up where you want it. We'll do the inside down here purple. Sometimes I get in a hurry and I need to remind myself to slow down. It'll look better if you do it slow. It's a beautiful fall day here in Indianapolis. I've got the windows and doors open, and my dog is seeing something out back. We've been visited by a couple of deer here lately, A little too early in the afternoon for them to be out. But he sees something. Okay, so there's my colors all done. Now I'm going to use my black ultra fine Sharpie. Take my glasses off so I can see better. Get down here close, and I'm going to slowly draw this little joint. And I'm going to go beyond the windows. Slow and steady, and just try to follow that line. If you have shaky hands, you might want to use a straight edge. Make sure the colors are nice and dry before you put a straight edge on it. And if it helps, rotate the paper around so you're drawing in one direction instead of multiple directions. That's a little crooked, but that's all right. I think I'm going to have to let him out so he can bark and bother all the neighbors. Okay, so he's back outside now. And so there's my window. And I got rambunctious, and I started gluing things together before I was thinking. So now we have to glue this in here through all of this. If I would have glued this on before I glued all this together, it probably would have been a little bit simpler. But it fits in there something like this. So I will, remember, this is the side I color, so that's the color I want facing outward. I don't know if it really matters, but I'm just trying to be consistent. And we'll see if my CA glue is going to cooperate with me today. This cap's getting a little old and full of clots. But I'm going to just lightly dab around the window frame. And not on this, not on the glass. The glass has got static electricity, and it just sucks that glue out and just makes strings everywhere. So put the glue on the building itself, not on the window. There it comes, just a little tiny bit. Across the bottom, up the side. Now the pattern that I've given you allows the glass to be 1/4 inch bigger in all directions. So that'll let you know how much space you've got to put glue. And if you put too much on, it's not going to be the end of the world. Alright, so we're going to bring this over a little bit. That looks good, so now I'm going to just press it in there. Alright. Well, let's see if we did a good enough job. Where's it at? There it is. There's the window. Alright. Keep up the good work.